Okay, so this video, I want to talk about the different levels of tracking calories. So the great thing about MyFitnessPal, you can come in and be an absolute beginner, and you can start because it's skill levels that you're going to be developing through what I'm going to go over here. And there's a process involved. So if you're new, you've never tracked calories, you've never really paid attention to what you've eaten, you'll kind of go over the first one. But let me kind of run through them and then I'll explain them in a little bit more detail. All right, number one is going to be eyeballing. So this means you're going to kind of eyeball and just see what you're eating. Second one is going to be measuring cups, tablespoons, etc. So just using some measuring devices. And the third one is going to be ounces and grams. So these are different levels. And ounces and grams, I could have separated in one or the other, but I figure if you're going to do one, grams is the most accurate. So the key is learning to be as accurate as you can. The eyeball, and then for an example, is just picking like a medium apple versus a small apple. So you're going to see those type of measurements in the database of MyFitnessPal. Is it going to be accurate from the caloric standpoint? It's going to put you in a ballpark range, but it's not going to be accurate. So it's like if you ever find yourself not losing weight and you're just eyeballing it and you're entering things in just based on numbers that are in, like it's most like, I mean, you'll learn once you start really weighing and measuring things and getting real detailed that there's a lot of inaccuracies in the MyFitnessPal app, which is unfortunate, but I mean, and this is the complexity of the nutrition. But you can get it dialed down. It does take a little bit more work initially because the great thing, it does save your history. So once you get accurate points in the app, it saves it as history. So then you don't have to worry about being accurate later. So it's like it gets more mindless. The initial work is as you first get started. But eyeballing is the first level. And like, again, the advantage here is it's going to help you start becoming aware of the foods that you're eating. Awareness is key, number one, of changing. It is key to changing. And if you're not aware of what you're eating and how unhealthy it is, or the amount of calories that you're eating, you're going to be at a loss of really losing weight, because like you need to make sure like you're going to be within ranges, because it does come down to calories in, calories out. And I mean, I know there's a lot more to it. The type of calories could arguably be a point there as well, but this starts you in the right direction. So it's like starting to track and just become aware of what you're eating, because we eat very mindlessly. And if we're always eating, like, think about how most people, when they first try to lose weight, it's like, okay, I want to lose weight, I'm going to stop eating junk, which most people know what junk is, and then I'm going to start eating salads. And now, understanding why you're losing weight there's not much learning. You might gain some habits of eating salads, which are super nutritious, but you won't know why you're losing weight. You are most likely creating a calorie deficit. It's not most likely, you are creating a calorie deficit, but it's just, you want to be accurate. So that's the whole point of that I'm trying to get to here. The next kind of step down was going to be the measuring cups. Measuring cups would be just like tablespoons, cups, like those sort of things. As you measure these, that is definitely taking it a step further. You're going to be a lot more accurate. You're going to be able to get a lot more predictable results. And then with each one of these, you can start getting more predictable results based on the actual tracking and being more accurate. The next one, I got ounces and grams. I kind of paired them together. Grams is the most accurate. The metric system is what everything is like. If you look at nutrition labels, they all have grams after the serving size in parentheses, and that's what you'll weigh off of. So you can always pick grams. They are the most accurate. Ounces, you're getting there. But if you're going to do ounces and grams, I'm going to recommend just learn how to do grams. It's going to be a big advantage because it is a lot more accurate. You can kind of pinpoint things a lot more. But ounces and grams do kind of fall around. And grams just gets it a lot more specific, like where your numbers should be at. So, and that's where you're going to be using more of like a food scale. So these are different levels. They all require a different skill level and new learning, which is good. I mean, these are things, in my opinion, that keep us young. So learning new things is always good. As you're initially getting into the habit, like when you're hungry, you just want to eat, but you got to take the time, which tracking your food creates that space. So you're like, oh, okay, do I want to make this choice of just eating this thing, or do I want to make another choice? And I mean, that's, yeah, again, you can get this down to a science of understanding your body very specifically if done the correct way. So, but these would be what I consider different levels, different skill levels of tracking. But and again, getting down to the ounces, grams is where I would recommend. So getting a food scale and weighing everything, which is a skill as well. Again, all these are skill levels. And then with that being said, like if you're looking to lose weight lifestyle wise, the more energy you put into building like the skills of weighing your food, measuring and doing those sort of things, the more aware you are and the more control you're going to be over all of being able to lose the weight and keep it off. So anyway, if you have any questions, ask your coach or let us know. But that is going to, if you're in our coaching program, this might be in other things as well. But if you're in one of our coaching programs, just reach out to your coach.